Online backlash turns into real-life consequences, with the phenomenon known as cancel culture deciding what subject matters are up for debate. One America's Salvi takes a look at those affected and those pushing back.
Cancel culture. It's something you've probably heard of, but may have a harder time defining. There are instances most people can unite behind, such as the movement against Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby, but others are up for debate, such as outrage directed at Dave Chappelle or Scarlett Johansson. John McDermott wrote a piece in the New York Times on Saturday detailing how people such as journalist Katie Herzog deal with the backlash.
At this point, somebody recently started putting up stickers in the neighborhood where I work, the gay district of Seattle, that say Katie Herzog, and then there's this parenthetical staff writer at The Stranger, and then is transphobic, which I find that parenthetical very, very insulting.
Herzog was a freelance journalist in Seattle when she published an article about trans people halting or reversing transitions. She says she lost friends and began receiving hate mail, all symptoms of what's known as being canceled. It's a harsh reality that online criticism often results in real-life consequences, a concept even President Barack Obama is speaking out against.
You know, this idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities.
Former Northwestern University professor Elise Drager says she's counseled around 100 people through their experience of being canceled, including Gamergate defender Christina Hofsommers, as well as Megan Murphy, who opposed adding gender identity to the Human Rights Act in Canada.
There certainly are some on both extremes that are interested in just yelling their idea, whether or not it's real. You know, there are various people who come to mind, but there's more and more interest in trying to do the corrective and trying to understand what's serious and real.
Drager is a resource for the so-called canceled, largely due to her 2015 book Galileo's Middle Finger, which discusses intellectuals being vilified. This is how many of the movement's victims see themselves, as being vilified for their free thought, with Quillette editor Jonathan Kay saying he wants his publication to be a hub for those controversial ideas to be debated.
Human beings love power. They love the power to shut up other people, and they will leverage any rule, any law, any standard to attain that power. And that's how political correctness affects our society.
Kay argues cancel culture is punitive in nature, therefore de-incentivizing dialogue and larger philosophical conversations. As McDermott explains in his article, however, those who are canceled often don't stay silent, but rather find solace in a new media echo chamber.
If we don't get to the place that we're all not trying to cancel each other, we will all cancel each other. We will end up in a totalitarian state, not necessarily because of the government, which I know for most people in this room, that's the big fear. It will be because we have silenced ourselves.
Dave Rubin started his career with the left-leaning American web series The Young Turks, but started his own media service which aims to promote dialogue among figures with controversial ideas, many who themselves are canceled. He joins names such as Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, and Bridget Phetasy in a movement that aspires to look past what divides people in order to experiment with thought.
Don't you think that the reason why we have such a whiny culture is because things are so safe relatively?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
Because the people that are complaining, for the most part, the people that are egregiously complaining, they don't have real issues.
It's just so weird. I always see this like, I am fighting for my life. I'm like, no, you're not. You're on your couch getting Postmates.
Despite being pushed out of the mainstream, these individuals have found success in their own endeavors, whether it be podcasts or comedy, raising the question as to whether the outrage of the few reflects the opinion of the majority. Salvi, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.